All right, so we nailed a trade pretty much perfectly. I'll show you guys how we got into it off of the 15-minute time frame. See these wicks here touching this blue line? That's pretty much where it had been going over and over again. You'd had this one wick that wick through. So we're gonna go ahead and lock in profit here at 99.50. Before it goes all the way back down, we should carry all the way to 99.50 again. We're at 98.25 right now, which is 687. We could also lock in 750, but we should be able to get all the way back to the 99.50. Shouldn't take too long. And 99.50 is just about $1,000. It should be about like 936. There's 812. Two more ticks will get us to our take profit point of interest. There's 812 again. If we look like we're not going to carry past here, I'll just take the 812. So, look like we might not get past 812. We'll lock in 812 for sure. 875 to 812. There. So we locked in $812. And we'll go backwards and explain how we got into that trade. 800 right there, lock that in. So we locked in about $900 actually. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good, so that takes us up to almost 2,000 for the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at our trades. But we are up to $1,358. As you can see, we actually would have got up quite a bit more, but the pullback, of course, as always, is going to kick your boy out. We would have made it to about, where were we at? We got out right here at 925, and we're about a $4 higher, so we would have made another $250. So from 900 to about 1125, 1150-ish area, but not a bad trade at all. So we're gonna wrap it up for this morning. Took trades last night, took a couple trades this morning. That's pretty much it. I got a big order at the warehouse, that's why I needed to get all my work done earlier. And then on our other account, I think we earned like $300 or something like that. But that's it, man. We're just literally taking it from the low of the day. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame and show you one more time. So I had came down here and looked at these, and I always keep it simple. I'm like, let me just take the lowest body. So I took the lowest body, which is right here, and I placed my trade to enter there, right? So we came on down, and we had done it several times. We touched right here, we touched right here, we touched right here, but this was the lowest physical body of a candle. So I took the lowest physical body of a candle, and I literally just right-clicked. I clicked on this plus sign right here, and I clicked buy 5. I was conservative. I could have went a lot higher, and I was only risking $375. Why? Because that would put me below the lowest of this current day. So pre-market and post-market are slightly different. Let's go back in time and look at the post-market. We'll leave this trade open for now. So this is where my trade went to. That's about $1,300. Of the $1,300, we got about this right here, $937, plus the couple of extra dollars that we got to take it to almost $1,000, but we had already had $400, so we got about $900 out of the trade. Okay, so there's a post-market. Post-market includes everything before midnight, right? And honestly, everything before 4 a.m. because 4 a.m. is when the pre-market data actually kicks on, but post-market is like up until like 3, 4 a.m. when the London session opens. So post-market, we were actually all the way down here. Now, a lot of times what's going to happen is you won't draw all the way to the low of the day, and instead you'll come pretty close to it. So then I started looking at this area right here as the point of the lowest point that I was willing to take a loss to. And then if you put this on the 5 minutes, you can see it even better. Let's slide all the way over to the left on the 5 minutes. So you see that line there. It's right there at the bottom of that wick. And on the 5 minutes, I was like, okay, that's about as low as we'll go at the current time frame. And then I was looking to get in between these candles and this wick here. So we get in at the top of these wicks. This acted as resistance right here, so it would act as support for us. Very simple, nothing complicated about it at all. Using that as my support level and using the fact that we haven't been able to break that support level as these here, that's where it showed me where to put my stop loss. So it was a very conservative stop loss. And of course, my take profit was about 25. Which is right there at $1,500. I'm always sitting, ever since I started with TOPSTEP, that's something I'm going to discuss a little later, something that I really enjoy about trading with TOPSTEP. But ever since I discovered TOPSTEP and started trading with them, oh, we would have made it to $1,500. Awesome. That was we did, listen, the reason I like watching this is because you see how well, even if you get out of your trade early, we made it $1,000. You cannot be mad at that. 937, whatever. You can't be mad at that. But I like to watch further just to confirm that I was correct. Yes, wick downs are going to kick me out of trades. Things like this are going to kick me out of trades. But I like to confirm that I was correct in the entry of my trade. So we get in right here at, what time was this? 6:35, right? 6:35, we get in 5 contracts we were literally about 25 cents lower. So we were right here. Get in 5 contracts right there. All right, we sold our contracts piece by piece at 99.25, 99.50, and 99 flat. So you sold out all 3 of those levels, 3 different levels, to get us basically $1,000. We've made it almost 100. Well, actually, we've made it over $1,500. We're at $1,600 now. So that's how you know it's forming a W first off. So it's going back up towards the 200 EMA. But that's how you know that you took a very good trade. You had all this consolidation here from before, showing me that we were supported there. I took my trade literally from the support, the tail end of these two wicks, and just below the body of that candle. And I was like, if it comes down there, cool. If it wicks through, I'm only risking 375. So I'm only risking to the white line. And you're just in the trade, you're cooling. I missed the first couple of minutes because trust me, these would have taken me out of the trade. This one definitely would have taken me out of the trade. So you know I wasn't in the room for that first 15 minutes or so. And then as we were approaching 7 o'clock, I said, let me go check on my trade. It's 7 o'clock now. We're trending a little bit higher. We would have made it to $1,600 before feeling a real rejection. That would have been awesome. So that's just another $700. Now it's not super duper hard to make $700 when trading futures with 5 contracts. I'll show you what 750 is. 750 is a $3 move. So a $3 move in our favor, which is just this big, or literally to right here, can make us the 750 that we're looking to get our $1,500. And why did $1,500 become my goal? Because I realized something about TopStep and what they were doing. Let me cancel this trade because I definitely don't want to get into a trade by mistake. Take us over to TopStep. Yeah, okay, so I don't need to log into TopStep in order for you guys to see this. I can just go to the search. You know, upon further review, I don't want to torture you guys with a full 20-minute video or nothing like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this video into 2 parts. We're going to go over the TopStep, what I grew to love about TopStep, and why they became one of my favorite funded platforms. And I am not affiliated with them at all. They're not. I don't know if they have an affiliate program. They probably have an affiliate program. Apex does, but at the moment, not affiliated with them. So I'm just telling you this based off of my personal experience and something that I grew to like about them. You know, at first I really hated their $1,500 rule. But then once you learn discipline from trading with that rule, I started to see like, the chances of failure reduced greatly. The trailing threshold, you know how Apex has a trailing threshold where it's $25 and it's firm no matter how much money you earn until you've covered the trailing threshold. What I like about TopStep is the exact minute you get $1 above $50,000 or whatever your account is, your trailing threshold goes away until you hit the original target again. The only time it doesn't is when you have a fully funded account and you take a withdrawal. So your trailing threshold becomes whatever is inside of your account when you have a funded account. But when you're doing these evaluations or these combines, as they call them, your trailing threshold does not track you beyond the amount that you make until you fall negative. So let's say you made $1,200 and just for whatever reason, you just blew the $1,200. Okay, you wouldn't blow your intraday $1,000 limit, right? Unless it was the next day. If it's the next day, you can hit your $1,000 limit. But the cool thing is like, let's say you go over another $1,000 that day, and then you fall down $1,000. You're not going to hit your intraday limit the same day, but you can hit it if you go negative on the account. So if you're in one day, you make $1,200 for whatever reason, let's say you blow $1,400. You haven't hit your $1,000. You haven't hit your trailing threshold. But the next day, let's say you were up $1,200 and you lose $1,000. They'll shut you out of the account for a day, allowing you time to reassess what the hell just happened. And then you can go back in there and start trading it the next day renewed. That safety precaution is amazing because I have actually hit the $1,000 intraday drawback on like 2 trades or 3 trades, whatever, right? And I was just like, dang, man, I had like $4 left to go. So then like, let's say you YOLO play it. They'll actually pull you out of a trade if you're negative, right? Whereas with some of the other funded companies, we're not going to mention anyone in particular, but some of the other funded companies will let you blow your account immediately if that's the case. I do like the intraday $1,000. I love the $1,500 goal. At first, I absolutely hated it because to me, I'm like, why are you pigeonholing me from being a good trader? If I'm a decent trader and I can get $3,000 in one day, why would you not let me get $3,000 in one day? Because that does not build good habits. Shooting for the moon one day and then getting a funded account the next day and then blowing your funded account on the 3rd day. Can you imagine what the reviews would be, how irritated people would be, how unsuccessful overall the platform would be? Like with a lot of people's hatred of some of the other companies come with, oh, they don't care about you. No, they're not supposed to care about you. They're in it to make money, just like you're in it to make money, right? And that's the unfortunate truth of the matter. But we're not going to go over this right now. We'll go over this later on. But like I said, we're going to shut the video off. Don't want this to be like over 10 minutes or 15 minutes or nothing like that. We will look at it like this. This has been another full transparency trading session where I am your host, Sebastian. You guys know the motto, take the easy money, and I'm out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.